Hello, this is a video on how to create a CMA in a few short steps. So you're going to log into your Metrotex dashboard. You're going to select matrix. You're going to come up and you're going to have the property that you want to do a comparable to. So I have 408 Shoreview Drive. So I'm going to find properties like an appraiser would look at plus or minus 10% square footage of the square footage of this property within a mile radius of this property. So I'm going to open up a new window so I can look at both of these at the same time. So I'm going to go up to the menu bar, right click search, and hit open new tab so I can get another window open. And so I'm going to get the property address, 408 Shoreview, and I'm going to go into search residential quick. You can also just hit quick right there. Okay, so it's 408 Shoreview. Should have a match come up, and there we do. I'm going to click on the map so that I can get a radius from this property going a mile out. So I'm going to click on my draw radius. I'm going to click close to the property, and I'm going to go a mile out. Okay, and if I want to move this, I can just highlight over the red button. Typically there's a finger that comes up. There we go. Oops. There we go, and I can move it right over the property. Okay, so now I've got a mile radius here. I'm going to go into my criteria, and I want plus or minus total square feet within 10% of this one here. So I have my calculator here. So I'm going to do 2075 minus 207. And that's going to give me 1868. And I want plus 207 plus 207. So 1868 and 2282. So 1868, 2282. So that's within 10% of square footage of the subject property that I'm trying to get a comparison on. So I'm going to make sure my statuses are active, active contingent, active kickout, active option contract, and I'm going to go into pending and sold. Appraisers weight the sold properties with higher value than they do pending and active. They look at pending, knowing what's currently accepted offers, but they do not know the sales price of the property. They know the asking price that the seller is looking for, but they do not know the offer price or the agreed upon sales price. And then the actives are those that may have even active option contract, active contingent are kind of like pending. But again, the appraiser wouldn't know the price that was agreed to. And they do weight those similar to pending. Active, they don't weight much at all, but that they look at how much competition is in the marketplace. They could be properties that sellers want pie in the sky value for. It could be anything. So they don't weight them that heavily. So now we have what we need. We want to erase our addresses or our address. And now what we're left with are 26 matches that are plus or minus 10% square footage of the subject property. And we can see our results here. And these are the properties. Now, to look at the map and verify these properties here, we can see that they're all in this area. Now, there's a couple things we can do for a CMA, but one of the things that I like to do, I'll go back into the results, is I like to select all of these. There's one of 25 on each page and 26 through 50 on the next page. And so I'm going to select all of these. And when I do that, I can come down here and I can now select the action button and hit quick CMA. You can throw these numbers into RPR. You can do a quick CMA, and you can do other types of things with the data that you like. But to get a general idea of what's going on with the property, we can now see that we have 9 active listings. The median price is $142 dollars per square foot at 285, and the average is about the same, 144 at 300. Okay. Pending properties, we don't know what the sales price is, but we have an average of 134, 285, and 285. It looks like median, of course. Oh, there's only two properties are the same. Now, when we come down to the sold properties, these are the ones that are most important. So here's what we're going to look at. We look at sold price. The average is 293, and the median is 296. So that's what an appraiser is going to look like. Now, they're going to take, if you threw this into some type of appraisal program, RPR, did a comparative analysis, or BPO, which is a broker price opinion, you could start taking the subject property amenities and adding and subtracting to the comparable property based on the amenities of the subject property. So let's say the subject property has a pool and it's at 300,000, and the comparable property does not have a pool and it's at 300,000. Okay. You could add, or excuse me, you would subtract of the comparable property the value of that pool. And in the marketplace, it's about 25,000, but in the appraisal world, it's maybe 15 to 20,000, depending on the type of property and where we're at. So you can do that across the board so that you can go get a broker price opinion on any of the properties. So that's how you make and do a CMA. And there's more detailed videos that we can make on this. But there you go. Enjoy.